Hi, my name's River Morgan.
My name is Shayne Morgan.
And this is Yoga for Everybody.
Now come to a comfortable seated position, sitting on a bolster, a block, or a chair. And root the hips and lift the heart, stretching the spine. Come fully into the room with your awareness, feeling your feet on the floor, your hands resting on the knees, and then begin closing the eyes. Begin slowing down the breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. 3 times. And now begin in through the nose, out through the nose. Ujjayi breath. Begin lengthening the breath, smoothing out the breath, and softening the face with that sense of inner smile warming from the inside out, spreading across the face like the sun across the earth. And notice in a few simple breaths, when the breath slows down, the body relaxes. Feel the front and back of your body. And notice the breath is the invisible bridge drawing you inwards, so that every movement comes from the inside out. Now bring the hands together in Anjali Mudra, gazing at the fingertips, anchoring in your intention that any time you take a conscious breath on or off the mat, you're doing yoga, uniting body, mind, and spirit. Slowly lift the head, lift the eyes, release the hands, and let's begin.
Make sure that the face is parallel to the ceiling, and then begin to hug your knees toward your shoulders. Spread the knees wide, draw the knees toward the outer shoulders, flex the toes toward the kneecaps, and as you squeeze the knees toward the shoulders, pull the sacrum, the back of the hips, toward the floor. Relax the feet, relax the hips, and hug the knees higher toward the armpits. Then draw the knees together. Place one palm on top of each kneecap. Draw the knees together and begin to circle the knees clockwise, getting a nice massage for the back of the hips, and begin to engage the lowest band of your abdominal wall to guide the legs. Reverse direction, oiling up the hip sockets and waking up the lower body for your day. One more circle. Draw the knees into the chest. And now open the knees wide apart, away from the chest, together and up into the chest. Big circles like you're stirring a pot. Try to relax the hips as you guide the legs around from the hands. Getting a little bit of movement into the lower back. Hug the knees back into the chest bone. And then unbend the knees to a 90-degree angle. Place your hands on top of your thighs. Press thighs into hands, hands into thighs, navel to spine, spine into floor. And then relax. Once again, press thighs into hands, hands into thighs, navel to spine, spine to floor. And then relax. 2 more times. A nice isometric engagement of the lowest band of the abdominal wall. Uddiyana Bandha, and relax. One more time, pressing thighs into hands, hands into thighs, navel to spine. Once again, hug the knees toward the chest bone. Lift the feet straight up to the ceiling and flex and point the feet 5 times. Pull back on the pinky toe sides of the feet as much as the big toe sides of the feet. Flex the feet fully, spread the legs wide apart. Place your hands on the inner thighs And give yourself as much resistance as you can as you draw the legs back together. So the hands and the legs are fighting against each other. Open the legs once again. Engage the low abdomen, inner thighs. Press firmly with the hands to resist the legs closing together. And open once again. Come together one last time. And then hug your knees toward your chest bone. Place both feet onto the ground.
Now cross the right thigh all the way over the left. Draw the knees toward the chest, a hand on each shin, and begin letting the feet relax toward the hips, knees coming in toward the chest. And begin now letting the breath be free from the navel center into the chest. And with this compression at the femoral artery, there's very little circulation around the hips. So as we uncross the legs, feel the surge of blood flow coming into that first hip. Pause. Bend the knees, bring the feet back to the floor. Cross the left thigh all the way over the right. Draw the knees in, a hand on each shin, relaxing the feet toward the hips, knees toward the chest. Continue slowing down the breath. Full body breath from the navel center into the chest, even in this compressed shape. Then release the feet back to the floor, uncrossing the legs, and feel the surge of blood flow on the second side, nourishing the hip sockets. Now hug the right knee into the chest. Bring the right hand on the knee, left hand on the foot. And then begin drawing the knee toward the center of the chest and the right foot towards the thigh. This is a piriformis stretch from sitting for long periods. Oftentimes there's a constriction in the back of the hip. Continue smooth, long breaths. And then release and straighten out the right leg. And let the body sink down into the mat. Second side, hug the left knee in. Left hand on the knee, right hand on the foot. Draw the knee toward the center of the chest, the foot towards the right thigh. Full body breath. Oceanic breath. And then release the foot and leg back to the mat. And let the body sink into the mat, into the earth. Bend the knees and bring the feet to the floor. Roll onto your side. And with the top hand into the floor, begin looking at the floor as you press up, supporting the lower back and neck. Come on to the hands and knees. The wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips, tuck the toes under. Cat-cow, drop the belly. Deep inhale, and on the exhalation, navel to the ceiling, letting the head hang heavy. Inhale, pull the mat towards you with your hands, drop the belly, and exhale, pressing the mat away, navel to spine. Inhale and arch, drawing the mat towards the knees, And then press the mat away as you round the back. Drop the belly, pull the heart through the arms, and then lift the hips and slowly drag the head through the arms into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. Bend the knees and lift the hips high into the air. Inhale, and exhale, right heel toward the floor, keeping the left knee bent. Deep inhale, bend both knees, lift the hips, and exhale, releasing the other heel toward the floor, bending the opposite knee. Begin pedaling out the feet, stretching the calf muscles, hamstrings, upper body strength as you press the mat and lengthen the fingers toward the front of the mat. Bend both knees, lift the hips high into the air, inhale, and then exhale, releasing both heels toward the floor, ears alongside the inner arms. Downward dog, building upper body strength, stretching the lower body, and begin to smooth out the breath. Look up between the thumbs and walk or jump to the front of the mat, feet together, bend the knees, bring the hands to the shins below the knees, and lengthen the spine. You can keep the knees bent or straighten the legs, bring the hands to the waist, draw the elbows back and inhale up. Release the hands and circle the hands over the head. Draw the hands to the heart, elbows wide, pressing firmly into the palms. Release the hands and scoop the arms up. Inhale. And exhale, drawing the hands to the heart, hip bones towards each other. Inhale. And exhale, hands to the heart. Releasing the hands down into Tadasana, mountain pose. Root the feet and lift the toes. Keeping that lift on the thighs, release the toes like tree roots into the earth, rooting the feet, Pada Bandha. Keeping the lift on the thighs without locking the knees, draw the hip bones in, lift the lower ribs, and open the palms toward the front of the room. Release the shoulders down towards the earth and lift the tops of the ears up to the sky. Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale firmly up the front of the body and let the exhalation fall down the back of the body. Inhale up the front of the body and exhale, letting the skin and muscles fall gently down the back of the body. Tadasana, mountain pose. We are the mountain between heaven and earth. And as the hands come to the heart in Anjali Mudra, remember we are the mountain. Our feet firmly rooted into this earthly experience, the crown of the head anchored in the heavens, heaven and earth meeting in our hearts.
When I am done with my practice, I notice life is a little sweeter. I'm a better mother, a better friend, a better wife. I hope that this practice has nourished you for the day and you can go pay it forward. Hi, my name is River Morgan.
And my name is Shayne Morgan.
And this is 3 generations of yoga. Okay, go over there with Ed now, guys.
No, I don't want to.